Alright, we got green. That's a good sign. Looks like it's pretty steady. 7,189 kbps. Good sign. We're green here. That's a good sign. Alrighty. Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for a look at the latest and greatest with SimAirport. Game that I've got almost 700 hours worth of experience with and haven't played in a while. They've gone through several releases of updates and whatnot, as you can tell here, even from just the menu, with tutorials, scenario editor, and whatnot. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. Here, we're on the Edge server, which means this is the stuff that's the freshest of the fresh. It's hot off the vine, or off the presses, or whatever. So there could be some bugs, but we'll see what's going on with it. So we can continue playing Test Airport. I started kind of playing around with last night just a little bit. I think we're going to just build something new. The tutorials are neat to go through. You click on those. You have new game, scenario editor. Basically, I think you can take an existing map, like an airport you've built, and you can turn it into a scenario. So that's kind of cool. Of course, you can go in the workshop and pull stuff, and then there's mods. So let's set up for a new game, shall we? We got career mode, sandbox, and scenario. Of course, we don't have any scenarios loaded. Sandbox, we could start with all kinds of money. And since we're on the Edge server, you know what? Let's start with initial funds 450,000. Oh, I know what the okay. So this would start us off with the career airport. What do you guys think? Should we start off with the basic career airport and build onto it, or build our own? Anybody have any thoughts on that? Say hi in the chat and let me know. Because we could start from scratch. It means we'll get more money. It means we get 1.5 million. So that works. Here's the map sizes in case you're not familiar. Medium's 190 by 120, large by 200 by 160, and extra large 250 by 200. The critical information there is, of course, the small runway is 90 tiles long. The medium runway is 150. I think you have to have 150 for the 707s and the 76s. And then the big runways for the big planes are 240. So you got to have the full map to work with on these. So I think we'll go ahead and just goof around with the large map. And there's more airlines now as well. Let's see here if I click edit what's going to happen. Okay, so here's the airlines. So the new names we may see here, let's see. Lernyville Air, that's new. In fact, that's the only new one that I see there. All the other names I recognize. Now, they do have new liveries, which is really cool. Now, Lernyville Air is good if you want to do small airports with just the prop job. So if you want to do something that's kind of difficult, you definitely want to have Lernyville Air in the game. Otherwise, it's same old with these guys. Alright, that's good. We're good. I guess I can just turn that off. Ah, very good. Okay, so let's do a sandbox extra large map. Why not? Nobody has said anything otherwise, so we're going to go with what I think we should do. Of course, this means we can go into the hull and not have to worry about going bankrupt. Although I don't want to go into the hull. Alright, so let's start a new game. Bing bong. Hope everyone's having a great hump day, yeah! On SimAirport. Ooh. Spiffy. Alright, so let's pull on out of this view here. Now, so we're going to do the usual things I do first. Alright, on screen here, let's see if we see anything different. Menus up here, money, passenger satisfaction, airline interest, the fuel exchange, which that all changed, and then weather channel. Time controls are up here, and the clock. Here's your 5 floors, of course, you can go down to basement level 2. You can use the bracket keys on the keyboard as well. Drop down to basement 2, or you can go up to ground 2 and 3. So there's ground level. Then these are your indicators, so show you heat maps and help you see where you may need to do some work. Over here, let's see, look at our build stuff. Foundation, demolish. Everything looks pretty much the same, and even ramp stuff is down here at the bottom instead of where it ought to be, which is up with, stuff that's applicable. Objects, there are some objects we'll look through. There's your gates, apparel stand, arcade games, this stuff. None of this is new, but we scroll down, we start seeing some new things. Book display A, book display B. You put them in store zones. Candy displays, nifty. Cash register, that looks a little different. Let's see, coffee makers, coffee tables, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Chilled food display, hot food display, those are new. Holiday trees, a hot plate, that's new, or it's been renamed possibly. Jewelry displays, I guess we sell lots of jewelry in the airport. Makeup displays, got those. Okay, cool. There's your LRT platform. One-way paths, this is something you can set up now to control passenger flow, so that's kind of a cool thing. Pharmacy displays. Okay. Pizza oven. Now, the pizza oven was there. Now, here's your pizza joint, right? But look here what it says. New York style pizza. Yum. Hire retail workers to serve customers. Requires an assigned kitchen to cook orders. Okay. So this is the difference now. With most of the kiosks, you have to have a kitchen. The coffee kiosk, obviously you don't. However, the dessert kiosk, any of the kiosks with food, now all of a sudden you have to have a kitchen area. Okay. So that's something to take into consideration. I guess you have to have like a refrigerator and a prep cart, pizza ovens, and whatever's applicable. Here's something new. Road ramps up and down. Now, up is irrelevant when you're at ground level. You can only go underground, okay? But you can go underground with your roads. My understanding is you can create zones on the lower level. So I guess you could have your drop-offs on the lower level. You can have your garbage zone on the lower level. It's just some things I've seen around the chat. I haven't tried it. I did look at, and it does look like you can run the road off, down, and underneath the LRT tracks over to the left side of the screen. So for people who want to, expand over to this side, that's something you can do. You got your shoe displays. So because I go to the airport to buy shoes, you may need shoes. You may have lost them. Souvenirs, definitely. That's a good thing. Let's see, sushi kiosk. You have an associated kitchen, which is a little bit hinky because you don't have to have a kitchen for sushi. You just have to have a counter, and you just have a chilled display, which it has the chill display, right? Because all the chefs do is pull out some fish, slice it on the cutting board, make their sushi. Boom. There's no cooking involved. Thus, sushi, raw fish. And there you go. Plant a tree and urinals and all that stuff. All right, so that's cool. Zones. Let's look at the zones. There's some new ones here. There's the cafe zone, which we know about. Now, these are there's not a whole lot of color here. Okay, so I don't know if that's just something to say this is not terribly important or what, because electrical is the same as cafes, baggage claim, and first class lounges. But notice you've got arcade zone, the colors are a little different, kitchen, maintenance, mail, restroom, office pickups, security, storage, store, zone, and ticketing. All right, so it's a little bit different. Of course, you can always clear it out with that. Utilita, all pretty much the same except for baggage hubs. There is a speed deal with baggage now. It's throttled somewhat. Your baggage system will only handle so many bags per hour. And there's a thing you can research to make that faster. Here's your fuel tanks. Underground fuel tank, this is new. All right, so your overground fuel tank's 1.6 million liter capacity, and the underground fuel tank is the same size. But it costs $1,134,900. I'm not sure where they came up with that number. Just wait for it. You'll hear the popping sound of someone pulling it out of their backside. And then the cost of a large fuel tank above ground went up way much. I mean, this fuel tank used to be like, what, $19,000? This is now $500,000, which was part of the whole rework, which really ruffled my feathers back in the fall. Excuse me. About making the game more difficult and jacking with the fuel system, which made it a lot harder to make money. And now, obviously, there's no way, no how you're going to be building a fuel system anytime early in the game, unless you go into all sorts of debt and then hope that you can pay your way out of it. One new thing is this refuel station thing. Let's look at this. This is where your trucks go and they refuel. Okay, whatever, works for me. Okay, what else we got? Queues. Nothing changed on queues. It's all the same. Planning. Oh, we got some new colors. We got lime, orange, and pink. There you go. So what? She's still a rock star. She got rock moves, and she doesn't need you. So don't forget about the plan walls. Now these are nicely labeled. Now the plan walls are great because you lay those down. It looks like you're actually wanting to build a wall there. So that's cool. All right. So now you got some more colors to work with. So there is the tool mod. We've just been through zones. Staff has changed significantly. Of course, you got the better looking figures, icons, people, whatever you want to call them, agents, as the devs call it. And you hire these folks on. Now we start with just 2 workmen. That's it. Nothing else. 2 workmen. Okay. So you don't start with a bunch of security or staff or whatever. To hire them, you click on it, you select how many you want to click, and then boom, there's your commitment. All right. And then it tells you your management overhead and all that stuff. Okay. All right. Excuse me, and it'll tell you how many are busy and how many are away. All right. So right now, these guys are busy, idle 0, staff hired now, boom, boom. And that's how you hire and fire. And you can auto hire and fire. And we'll talk about the schedule here in a minute because that's an interesting new thing on the game. Manager admin types. Of course, you have to research all these folks. You can research the CFO, COO, CTO, and the foreman. Once you've researched the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, you can research the Finance VP. And that unlocks ways for you to save money by reducing taxes and expenditures on the financial side. Then you get to manage schedules. Now this is interesting. We don't have anything yet on screen to show you this, so we'll have to do this in a bit. But so right now it's just got a daytime schedule, right, which has a 24-hour period. So if you want to say have 3 shifts, right, you push this plus button here and say we're going to do daytime and we're going to do swing shift. Okay, swing shift, create, and it creates a new color, right? So check this out. So then we're just going to kind of drag over here and say swing shift's going to go from 4 p.m. to midnight. Boom. Okay, and then we could do a grave shift. Oops, you got to click on it. So you put the name in that you want, create, and it creates a new color. You click on that, and then you drag the time frame you want there. So graveyard shift's going to be midnight to 8 a.m. All right. Now you can change this stuff around. Okay. By selecting one. All right. Say I really want to make graveyards. Actually, we're going to make daytime. We're going to pull the daytime over and start it at say 5 a.m. All right. But then we're going to have them get off early. So 5 a.m. 7 hours to noon. Say people take an hour lunch. They're off at 2. So swing shift will start at 2 p.m., right? And we'll have them get off at, let's see, if Graves is off at 5, back time they go on at 9. Yeah, so Graves, we'll drag that over. So there we go. Let me see here. Oh, we don't have the full. So we want to go back to swings. We want to take that hour back out there. All right, so the daytime shift is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours there. And then Graves is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you know, you can change all of it around. You can run around, what have you. Okay, you can change the names by rename swing shift. You click on it, and then you click on this button here, and then you can rename it to overnight. You know, right? So, and then click rename. Boom, done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Copy staff. All right, so what it will do is show work positions, your ticket counters, your security positions, your gate agent desks, your kiosks. All right, and for each shift there will be a number associated with it, and then you'll tell it how many people. Say at a coffee bar, say it's busiest during the daytime. You may want 2 people at the coffee bar during the daytime, 1 in the evening, and then 0 overnight. So you have to have 3 people to work, but then you can save the money because somebody's not going to be there overnight, right? Does that make sense? Cool. All right, so, and then you can delete something. Say we want to get rid of the overnight shift. Yes, we're going to delete that schedule, and now that schedule's open. So daytime grew that direction. Swings didn't grow this direction. Oops, minor technicality. So there's something they may have to look into. That, you know, it is, you know, there. From a worker standpoint, you know, if you have 6 a.m. flights, people are usually showing up about 3:30. So you can say have them start checking in on electronic ticket kiosks. You could have 1 gate agent or 1 ticketing agent, have others show up at 4, 4:30, you know, 5, whatever. So you kind of have to plan this accordingly with the, yeah, so we don't want swings cutting in the day shift, right? But if, and this does not affect your janitors, nor does it affect your maintenance personnel, okay? So if we do, again, overnight shift, so we go overnight shift, say the last flight departs at 2200, and you want your day shift people to come on at 4 a.m., you know, to start letting people in to get ready for the 6 a.m. flights, okay? There you go. You can block it out. You have your day shift people. You may have a swing shift, you know, bump it back an hour or something. So you go 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., right? 9-hour shifts. People figure they have an hour lunch. And that way you can control your costs of labor costs, which is the biggest expenditure in business, is cost of labor. All right, cool. So that's the new scheduling system. The only thing, at least at this point, the one thing that, oh, and the people come in on buses. They don't come wandering in from the bottom of the screen anymore. They'll actually arrive on a bus. So for them to get off the bus, you have to have a drop-off zone for the bus to drop them off at. Okay, so be cognizant of that. Auto hire and fire scheduled staff. When you assign more staff to a schedule than you currently have, or assign less and need to get rid of spare, this will automatically hire and fire them. Let's have a 6-second delay after any change, so it will not be costly if you accidentally over-assign or under-assign in the schedule editor. All right. So I guess if you have too many people and it's too busy, or I don't know, it's tracking whether people are busy or not. So that's something still for me to find out. Finance Hub, pretty much the way it was, I believe. Your loan amounts, loan status, you can check your credit report. You got P&L, cash flow, airport value, and perfect ops bonuses. All right, then your credit worthiness is up here. Research, not much new here. One-way pass have to be researched. Advanced security ticketing, bag hub boosters, I mentioned that a minute ago. That has to be researched. Increases sorting through your hubs. And you now see individual bags. So as PAX number 14732, aka Jane Doe, drops off their bag at the ticketing counter, that bag, you will physically see it go through the entire baggage system and out and get picked up, and it goes out to the airplane. And likewise, when bags get dropped off, they will come in and they will get picked up. Um, Whatever. I just need to know that the baggage system works. Watching individual bags doesn't do much for me. I'm not playing Baggage Empire or Baggage Sim. I'm playing Airport Sim. I want to see airplanes. Let's see if there's anything else. Upgrade. Beep, 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 beep. Nope. Everything else is pretty much the same. And since we're on the Edge server, guess what we can do? We can right-click and hold and boom, 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 and boom. So we do all those. Now, we can't unlock this stuff until we have the actual officer in an office here on the grounds. All right. So, here's our map. What do we want to do? Man, that's a fine question. Oh, is there other stuff? Let's see. Operation control panel. Oh, yeah, there's something new here. Maintenance. Look here. Once you unlock this, you have control over all these individual things on how often they get fixed. Okay. And then there's drop-down menus here for high, normal, and until and immediately or something like that. We'll have to check this in a minute. And then the setting is only during the window. Finish. So basically, if the work doesn't get finished during the window, they'll go ahead and finish the work. And then there's any time. So, you know, like your baggage stuff or your runways. If they crap out, which you set the threshold high enough, you know, 40 to 50% range, you're not going to have to worry about it. Hey, Justin Corman, what's shaking, buddy? So that's the new maintenance stuff. Fuel services, this looks a little different. Same information, just a little different presentation. And, you know, we'll see how that goes. Runways, nothing, of course, we have that. And there's the weather. Wind. All right, we had a brief OBS outage there, and now, of course, OBS is going to crap on me. Things were looking good. What time is it? 7 p.m.? Yeah, this is why I think I tend to stream later in the evening, like after 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is 8 Central. Now, after 9 p.m. Central, that's after 10 Eastern, so I figure most people, most of the working class schlubs have probably gone to bed by then. But we'll see how this goes. If OPS is going to start being a butt, then we may be cutting this short. But hey, at least we got through everything. Okay? So hopefully you've seen the updated stuff here on SimAirport and got a feel for what's going on. So we got some bouncy boingy, must be a gate, runway must be functional, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so let's, shall we play a game? Let's do some, shall we play a game? Well, we use a little planning tool here because you know we like to do the planning thing. Taxiway, that represents runway as well. We want to keep a little bit of distance here. We'll start it, start the runway, say here-ish. Should we do north-south or east-west runways? 08 for you. Lamo Gaming. 8 seconds? What does that mean? What, 8-second drop-off? Is that what it was? I think it popped back up pretty quick. But yeah, it's pinging. I'm jumping up to 7,200 and then it drops down to 4,300. And I've got some drop frames and it's being a pain in the butt. Streaming on Twitch, CFAB, same. No, I have not. You know what? You're right. I just haven't set everything up on Twitch yet. Man, that's... I'm going through this at work every day. And guys, I got used to installing stuff for one company over the past better part of 2 years. Window treatment stuff that I install. And now the work from them has fallen off because they're doing their own internal installers, which sucks because those guys didn't sign up to be installers. But anyway, so now I'm having to learn this company's installation and their product line. Now we're having this one come on and a third, and it's like, holy crap. I never want to stop learning, but damn, let me learn something and stick with it for a bit. It's like simple math. Simple math doesn't change. You know, math is what math is. What you guys, well, winds are out of the west, so we're going to do this way. All right, we're going to start off with our basic 100 tile runway. Why 100, A-Train? You only need 90. Ah, it's an astute point, viewer. Because with 100, I don't like how the aircraft herky-jerk and turn off the runway at 90 tiles. Okay, if you watch them, it just doesn't look good. I like them to have a little bit extra rollout room, and then boom, then they turn off the runway. Okay, so it looks cool. And I think we're actually going to put on an extra space of tile there, so we have a gap. All right, so that'll be our taxiway. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? I guess for now we can just do our standard. Well, wait a minute. Let me think about how I want to do this. How I want to do this. How I want to do this. Because we could put like the baggage depot here in the middle and make it easy access off the ends. And we could put the hangar there too. Put the baggage depot in the hangar. No, you put the hangars at the ends. Put the baggage depot in the middle. And the way I like to put the baggage depot in the middle, here's the deal. One 10 by 10 square of east-west. Wait, what? East-west on the other side. Oh, on the other side of the road, do north-side. Oh, I see. So you're saying do a crosswind runway on the other side of the road. Well, we'll have to buy that territory. That's going to cost a bunch of money we don't have right now. So for now, we'll just deal with this. Anyway, okay. So I'm not a huge fan. If there's one thing they still haven't fixed here, is they corrected the issue, and this was like a year ago, of clipping through buildings, right? So this is a taxiway. This green square, that's the taxiway. It's 10 by 10, right? The white square around it, though, you can't build a building within that space unless it's a hangar. So apparently airplanes don't clip through hangars, but they'll clip through structures where you have to build a foundation, right? So you don't want to. So this is the no build zone. The white around the green is the no build zone. All right. Well, I don't like putting the baggage depot right on the edge of the taxiway, because then in theory you've got your baggage carts running down the taxiway, stopping in the middle of the taxiway to load and offload bags, and airplanes are taxiing along and taxi right over them. So I like to give them space to get off the taxiway and go from there. That said, wait a minute. Let's look at the numbers here. Let's go back to planning. All right, and if we go here and we do one gate here, and we could do a second gate here, and we could do a third gate here. And about that time, we'll be ready to do a baggage system, maybe. That would go here. And then we could set up to do another gate here, here, and then here. So we do 6 gates. All right. For now, we don't need that much. We only need this much runway. We can always spend more money later. Right? Why spend money right now? Okay. I think that's a plan. So let's clear all this schmutz off and just keep it out of the way for now. So we are going to build taxiway here, eventually, not right now, but we want to keep this space open. All right, so we're going to keep that in mind. We're just going to focus on what we need to build now, and I'm thinking for now we're going to build 2 gates initially. You got to get your approval numbers up with the airlines initially, and there's no point in trying to kill yourself in setting everything up. Okay. You want to make sure, and I've preached this, and it's been a while since I've done a video for this for SimAirport, so always make sure before you go adding gates and adding a bunch of flights that your systems can handle the throughput. Your ticketing can handle the additional passengers, security can handle the additional passengers, and your baggage system can handle it on the back end, and all the other support structures. If you have a fuel system, if you have baggage systems, and holy crap, those kids are being loud. Anyway, you want to make sure that your systems can handle the additional throughput. So before you go adding, don't add like, oh, look, I built a new gate. Let me book out 10 more flights for the day. No. Add a new gate, add a couple of flights. See what the impact is on your passenger throughput, especially if you have bigger aircraft coming in. If you start getting up to 7.6s and 7.8s and 777s, and God knows you start pushing towards 7.4s and A380s, okay? before you go pushing into that realm, make sure that your airport systems can handle it, or they're going to crash. And then you're going to be spending a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of frustration and pissing people off and all that stuff. All right, you don't want to ruin your airport's rep because you tried to too big too fast. All right. Okay, so we're going to start with 2 gates, which means then we can start. We'll build a wall. We know from previous experience that you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is where the gate should be, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is where that's where the door should be. Okay, door should be right there. I think that's right. Here, let's grab a. Nope. Let's grab a small aircraft gate and flip it around. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so that lines up. So I remembered that. Good. All right. So back to planning. We want to make sure that our area over here isn't too much bigger than we actually need. Smaller aircraft initially won't need a whole lot of support. There's 10 tiles deep. 10 tiles should be a pretty good start. By 40. See, if you go 10, here's the thing, is the taxiway stuff is 10 tiles, right? So if we go 10 tiles deep, we're actually only going 8 tiles because you have wall on both sides. So you only have 8 functional tiles to work with. Because here's your next wall, like that, okay? But your taxiway, the 10 by 10 system is the basis for your gates. And that's basically what dictates how you build your terminals, okay? So that's something you got to keep in mind as well. That if you want to keep it aligned with, the gates and the taxiways, you got to base it on a 10 tile system. Ultimately, I think what you do is you go 20 tiles wide, okay? Because that gives you a lot of room for passenger seating and ancillary stuff, your restrooms, your kiosks, seating areas, restroom stores, whatever, okay? Plus, once you get up to that point, if you do the system I talked about last year, you stack your gates. So you have small gates on one side and you have large gates on the other side, and the large gates are serviced from the second floor of the terminal. The small gates are serviced from the first floor, which means you have to double up your facilities, but it minimizes your passenger stuff, okay? You have all the facilities upstairs for those gates and all the facilities downstairs for these gates, okay? And it works out better, okay? So initially, I think we can get away with just going like 10 tiles, and we may go like an extra. Oh no, we're gonna go with the 12 tile because I want to have the full 10 tiles to work with. Because again, the intention is we will eventually go up to 20 tiles deep. All right, so if we plan this out, we go here, blah blah blah. Now, keep this in mind, we can't build, this is going to be a no-go zone right here because there's taxiway here, right? So again, if we go to taxiway, see, if I put that there, we can't build anything in this space over here. So if we use pink, okay, we have a brief little OBS burp there again. Okay, if it happens one more time, we're probably going to have to call this quits. I'm going to have to look into this Twitch deal. Because I think YouTube is doing this intentionally. YouTube is setting this up for failure because they want you using their streaming setup. Okay, so you know what? We're going to do a little bit of a change here. We're going to bump all this down to here. Okay? I want this a little further away from the road. Right? So we're going to get rid of all this. And we're going to actually get rid of this for now. And then we're going to move this stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go here. Okay? Which means gate, gate. Okay? Just get it a little bit further away from the road. All right, we'll go to the end. We'll go over here. Nope. Go here. When I say nope, I right click and that allows me to not place whatever. Planned wall, click. Burp, 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 burp. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. All right, so then now we can move this planned wall over to here, and that opens up more space and depth away from the road. I don't like being right up on top of the road. All right, and since we got that, we really don't need our pink wall there. Okay, so this is going to be our arrival departure lounge. All right, our concourse, as it were. And then, so what do we need? Well, we need bathrooms, obviously. Okay, so I'm not going to be building any right away. You know what I could do have plenty of money. But here's the thing. I mentioned this earlier, and I didn't quite finish my thought. Taxiway is $7,600 for a 10 by 10 square. And that's why I was looking to build a tile of taxiway here and then put the baggage depot off of it to separate from the taxiway itself. But A-Train, why not just build road? Because road is $3,800 for that much. Hell no. Why would you do that? Okay? Build the taxiway, boom. Build a taxiway here, boom. Put a hangar at the end of it, okay? Then you create your realistic distance because the scaling's not correct in the game. And if you're like me, you want to build it with enough realism to where you are not actually having aircraft clip through objects, even though they technically can't. The one thing that gripes me is you'll have an airplane sitting here on the ramp, and 777 comes along and just slices right through the tail and, oh, whoops. Yeah, no. I suggested a fix to that months ago, last summer in fact, and that was just simply to make this gate 10 tiles deeper, so that, and then you'd have like road, painted on there, and lines and stuff, but you'd have that much more distance, so that you would have basically 30 tiles width, which will clear any aircraft in the game. The 747s and the A380s are 26 tiles wide, I think. I believe so. And that's why there's the basic standoff is as big as it is. That way, nothing would clip through anything, and and then your extra large gates would just wind up being 40 by 30, and it is what it is. You got to have the space for the aircraft. So either rescale it or redo the gate structure. And the feedback I got was, well, that would mess up too many people's airports. Well, it's a game in alpha, and every update you do messes up people's airports. So why not make it look right? So let's see here. All right. So the question becomes, where do we want to put ticketing and security? Do we want to do this? Because the problem gets, I like the idea of doing a road that loops around, okay? Here in the United States, all the vehicles, your buses and your cars, basically your passengers get out on the right side of the vehicle, all right? So you essentially have to make a loop to accomplish that. And that way everybody's dumping off on the right side of the vehicle, but then your drop-offs would go here and your pickups up here, right? Which means your baggage claim would be at the top and your ticketing at the bottom. Whereas with this system here, it's reverse of that. Your drop-offs are at the top. Typically, you put ticketing at the top. Pickups are at the bottom, whatever. Now, if you do a multi-level terminal, of course, you have people go upstairs to ticketing upstairs. You have your baggage claim on the lower floor. Or they can go through ticketing downstairs. They go up to security upstairs, and then they're out to the concourse if you have everything up on the second floor. Otherwise, they can go down to the first floor if you have gates on the first floor. And everything looks really cool because you're doing multi-level terminals. So, which way do we want to go? Well, we could sit here all night and fart around with this, I suppose, but that wouldn't be any fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. These could be restrooms, or we could do restrooms over here. Restrooms over here would probably be a better idea. We'll just save that space. Maybe we'll put executive offices there or something for now. But we kind of put restrooms in the middle, kind of offset directly from this gate, arrival gate, because these guys are going to go past here, right, on their way out. Whereas if you put them, you know, kind of split over here, these people are already going to be past them. So then they have to backtrack. And you want it to be as easy as possible for packs to get out. Get out. Too bad we can't stay, baby. Let's see. 1, 2, and if we did 3, let's just... Oh, wait. Let's get the wall tool. So we have 1, 2. Let's say we put just a little wall section right here for giggles. Okay. So now we've got... Now I'm thinking security. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Oops. See, we got an oddball number for security. Well, there's an easy fix for that. And that is we just move this wall down 1. And this, from the get-go, will just make it easier for us to expand security. We'll only want to start with a couple of security lines, and then we can expand it. Okay. So if we make this security, do this over here. These could be... Do we want to do this the standard way? Just have drop-offs up here and ticketing up here. Well, then security ought to be up here. The problem is the gates are up here, and I want arriving packs to be able to go straight out of the way. Let's think about this for a second. Here, let's zoom in enough so we can see. Okay, so there's that. So that's $8,400 right there. Somebody may have to break out a calculator for me. So let's say we come in. You know what? That's not too far. So if we come in 10 tiles, that's 5 times 8,400. That's $40,000, $42,000 for that segment. Then we go this way. Okay, so let's say 10. $20,000, $24,000. That's not too bad. I think that could work. And then we go back this way. Okay. So now let's go to construction and click on road. And let's see here. That's $15,200. Okay. That's 15. Okay, so that's $30,400 plus. All right, so we're basically spending $80,000 just for that road. Having $1.5 million. It may not be ideal. I think we'll just plan it in there. But I don't think we're going to start with it there. I think we'll just plan that. Yeah, I kind of think we'll just plan it. We'll do the drop-offs, pickups. Now we may do a service road for deliveries and garbage, which will cost a bunch of money, but also simplifies things. Damn it! Did we just drop off again? Crap! We just had a brief OBS blurb. So, or maybe that was just my computer seeing that. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, we'll do the pickups, or we'll do drop-offs here, pickups here, and people can just walk across, and they can deal with it. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Okay, so for now, so let's just say this line here is going to be, actually we're going to move it to here. Those will be where we put the metal detectors. Okay. And then we got to have a gap, so then we'll do 1, 2, 3 for our bag scanners. Okay. And then we'll have ID check stands. Nope, we'll not have one there. And then we gotta have some queue space, queue line space. Let's see how that works. If we do a first class line, let's say is 6 tiles deep, okay? And then we do a peon line there, and then we do another peon line here. Okay, that's not bad. In theory, we could do another first class line there, but we probably wouldn't. Excuse me. Or we could do a flight crew only line. So, yeah, that'll work for now. So what we'll do is planned wall to here. And then we will just put something like that there and put some plants. Oh, you know what we'll put there? This is a good idea here. We'll put a, let me just put in some cyan. We'll put in one of those big flight information boards. So its big old arc will cover all these people as people cycle through security, and then they'll be happy because they're being fed information, and we'll put some plants there too. That's good stuff to have. There's other ways to do it, like changing your like your queue line. Like you could have it go to here, and then have it go back to here, and then have it go from here to here, and then you could put like an information display here, and then have plants here, right? There's different ways to do it to help improve the environmental aspect of your airport. And you can do the same thing on the other end, really. If these are long enough, is you can actually cut them short, and then come forward, and then you got room here for like a garbage can and like a plant, or a information board and a plant. All right, that's good way to help your numbers. Okay, so we still didn't quite get the bathroom situation figured out. Let's see. We want to go 4 deep with it. If we go here, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stalls to start with. There's 6 stalls. And we go 6 stalls this way, which goes 7 tiles. Boom. And then we can put door, toilets like this. Toilets like this, urinal like that, or vice versa. Sinks here, garbage can, garbage can. Beauty. All right, there's where the bathrooms will be. Now, as we expand, what we'll do is we'll, like when we put in a coffee shop, we'll just add some foundation here. Okay. In fact, we may plan that in immediately. All right, let's add in a couple of, at least 1 tile here. 2. All right, let's see. What will we put in here? An ATM machine, drink vending machine. No, you know what? They could be in the same space. ATM and electronics vending, garbage can. Oh, and then one thing you want to do is make sure you put these digital ad displays. You want to put those suckers like right here, okay? You can put one over here too. That way they capture the maximum amount of traffic passing by them. All right, that's these deals here. Digital ad display. This guy, okay? You put that here or both, and that way they're going to register the maximum number of views because everybody has to walk by them, and they have an area of a sphere of influence. All right, so that's how that works out. All right, so there's restrooms for now. We'll plan just a little bit of space. I want to put a coffee shop. I'm not sure if I want to put the coffee shop first thing. Maybe that should be first thing people bump into. Let's see how big the coffee shop is. Coffee shop. I think it's 4x6, 4x5. So put the coffee shop. Yeah, like right there. We'll put 1 tile on either side of it. Yeah, I like it. I don't even drink coffee and I like it. Oh crap, did we just drop off again? Yeah, we just had a little, well, my laptop just showed a little blurb there. Okay, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's that, and then like that. So we need to clear this wall here. All right, that's going to be the coffee shop, right? We'll do that in orange. 3 by 5. That way it gets packs out of the way also. And let's see. I'm going to have an ATM out in the terminal. And then we'll do down here, we'll plan a step back of wall space for you know, like an ATM, trash can, ATM, drink machine, food machine, electronics vending, another trash can. We'll do that, and then we may even do an arcade. If we do an arcade, that'll be like over here. Okay. All right, so let's clear because we want to keep this. We want to have that. We're not going to deal with that right now. That's not right now. So let me fill that in with magenta, so hopefully I'll ignore it. All right, cool. Okay, anybody got any questions so far? We're doing okay? We're tracking? Am I boring you to tears or what? Up here, we're going to make our bag claim. Down here, we're going to actually make this where security can expand. So we need ticketing. So don't want to tie this up because security could expand, you know, until we do like a double floor. So let's say if we did one, well, don't do all that, doofus. Keep it simple. All right. So there's 1, 2, 3 more lines. So we could do 4. So this is non-secure space here. Future growth for security. And for now, we could just throw bathrooms in there. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll move the bathrooms as needed. All right, go 5 deep. So we have door, sink, 3 toilets each. Boom, done. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll put a garbage can outside. All right, so that takes care of that aspect. Now, we want to look at ticketing. Ticketing for now, we want to keep kind of simple. We don't want a ton of space eaten up by ticketing, so let's maybe just use this wall here. No, we probably should go this way. Have people exit out that direction, so we need ticketing desks here. Skip 1, there's, oh wait, skip a space, 1 there, skip a space, 1 there, skip a space, we could have 1 more there. And planned wall, there we go. All right, so that'll do 4 ticketing desks, and then we put ticketing kiosks in. As far as queue lines, we want to make sure people can exit out occasionally. So we want an exit out line, let's say this way, up this, we want to keep that space open. Okay. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, space. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And it's going to leave 1 extra space, which is okay. We have 1 extra space. All right. So first thing, folks come in, you want the first class packs to have their little queue line, so that'll be their space right there. Okay. And then we'll have a general schlub queue line. Second general schlub queue line. And no, you know what? We'll have a gap between them. That's where we'll put the gap right there. So let's separate the first class people from the rest of us minions. There we go. All right. So now they have an escape route there, and these folks they can escape that direction or escape this direction. They come up here to security, they check in through security, bada bing, bada boom, everybody's happy. So here's security, here's the front wall, which means we need an entry door, and we'll probably put that maybe about here. Put some ticketing kiosks, maybe let's get people in the door. We'll put like 4 of them across there. That'll work. And then we got this space up here. All right. So for now, we just got planned wall. All right. All we need is an exit strategy, right? Now, here's this. We're going to push it back. Not that many tiles. We're going to push it back 2 tiles. And then we're going to create a baggage claim space over here. So, because I like it being lined up straight out the door, so that means there's our large sliding door. Yep, that's lined up nice and neat. And so we need a place to drop bags. And we shall drop bags up hither. Let's move this over here. All right, this will be the baggage claim. All right, the baggage claim zone will be right there. Okay. So here's where people exit security. Bathrooms are over here. Right next to ticketing. I guess that'll work. By 10. That can go there. Executive offices. Now that's the next thing we're going to need. I want to keep the space open for bag claim. So we'll just, future planning, that goes there. So executive offices can go up here. Be a hallway. And then there has to be a wall. And then there has to be, like, the bigger their offices, the faster they work, the more efficient they work, right? On your research, not that we care, because we can just zip through it on the Edge server. 2, 3, 4, 5. Um, 5 by 5, that'll do, and then the next folks can be, finance VP can be 5 by 4, and then the construction foreman and that they can be by 3. IT weenie always gets stuck in a closet. There. Okay. We'll do that. Do this. Okay. Put some doors in here. Boom. 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 Uh-oh. Okay, we had a brief little drop off there. Okay. So there will be our offices, which means this here will be a staff-only door. Okay? So that gives us room for baggage claim growth in the future. All right. So there we go. That kind of lays it out. So now let's get rid of our zones. Okay? We're going to clear all our zones, and then we're going to replace them. Because we need to, now that we've got this basically laid out, we need to see where we need to put stuff. And the thing I like to do is get the garbage and the construction stuff inside the secure area and out of the way of traffic flow. Okay, so planning. Let's leave some space. Okay, we're about here. We go to about there. There and then back out here. Okay, and then the fence, because you got to build the fence. All right, now the key thing here will be to build. I think you build the road first, then you put the gate across it. I'm trying to remember. That's basically where that'll go. This is where the fence will be. Okay. So that means zones. So the garbage zone will be, say, here. So make it 10 by 10. Right. Garbage zone will go there. Now the delivery zone is initially going to have to go in a central location. All right. So we're going to actually put it here, and we'll move it over here afterwards. Drop-offs we got to have so we can get people delivered in. So we'll put that right here. Okay. Okay, and that's all we need initially to get things up and running here, I believe. All right, so now we actually go into the construction aspect of things. Anybody got any questions, comments? What do you guys think of this design so far? Simple, easy enough, makes sense? Word to your mother? Is anybody awake? Make sure to say hi. Check in with your local airport code and stuff like that. And make sure to give us a like. Share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Help us out. We want to try to reach 1,000 subscribers by mid-July. So help a brother out. All right. Also, down in the down below, of course, is links to our Discord page. Okay, join us on Discord, and then you can suggest games from my library list, which is on there. And you can donate through PayPal or become a patron on Patreon. And then you'll definitely see whatever you want. If there's a particular game you want and you want to become a subscriber or PayPal or donate or whatever, hey, you help keep the channel going. We will cater to your desires. All right, cool. All right, so let's, no comments. Steven is up. Yo, dude. I remember playing this a long time ago. Yeah, there's been a bunch of updates and stuff. So we're coming in and getting some stuff done here. All right, what do I want to build first? Do I want to lay out the foundation first? Oh, you know what? I want to lay out the road first, because roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Let's lay the roads in here. Okay. Yeah, this is going to cost a pretty penny, but okay. There's the roads. All right. So now, also, we're going to want to hire some more worker types. All right. So we're going to push this up to like 15 people. All right. I'll get that going. Good show. Okay, so we can start with that. See, all the workers arrived on the bus. Now we're waiting on the delivery truck. And there's the delivery truck. So now they'll start building the roads, and then we're going to start building the foundation. And notice now you see the walls around the foundation. Okay, so we'll have to take some walls out. But we'll get it figured out. But at the same time, I think the workers will automatically take out walls that you don't need. Holy crap, we're down to $473,000, just like that. Jiminy frickin' Christmas. Let's see. All right, let's go into planning. Let's clear this planning here. And we need objects. We're going to need outdoor gates. So this was an expenditure we really didn't need to make from the get-go, but we did, so hell with it. We go to construction, choose fencing. We can connect the dots there and here. And then we'll be able to run the fence up here. Oh, we'll be able to squeeze a control tower in here somewhere, too. We don't want to put it over by the runway. We may plop it down out in the middle of nowhere in the field, because you don't have to put it in a particular place. All right, so now we got some stuff coming through here. Let's go ahead and get the stuff delivered for the runway. Like that. Taxiway, like that, like this, like this. Okay. And then objects, we're going to do 2 small gates. That and that. $220,000. Okay, but we've got the majority of the high dollar stuff is done. Okay. That's it. That's the high dollar stuff. Now it's all cheap stuff from here. So let's go to ticketing. Of course, there's an easier way to do that, but okay. I'm going to rotate this, and we will start with 1, 2, $1,200. We'll do 3 to start with. Okay. Now, notice over here we're going to have to. Let's see, we're going to need ticketing kiosks for those right here, straight in from the door. Okay, now, construction, you don't want to use demolish, you want to use dismantle. We're not going to take out that wall just yet. We're going to build some walls. Yeah, build a wall here. Wall here. Here. Ah, crud. It occurs to me that we just built... Damn it. I didn't need to build all that foundation there yet. Whoops, that was a waste of money. If I click on this, I can cancel that project. That's part of the actual foundation construction, so that okay. Dismantle, we can take... How much does we want to take out for right now? I don't really want 4 security stands. I only want 2. So we're going to actually dismantle this part. Dismantle this. Okay. We're going to get some large sliding doors. Okay. We're going to do a little bit more. Okay, so with the construction side of things. Oh, you know what? This will actually make this cheaper. We're going to use the building for our fencing up here. So we're going to go to fence, and we're going to go on this side. We're going to put a couple of tiles of fence, and then we're going to go to objects and put in, is it ops? Yes, outdoor gate. So you can break stuff down there. And then we'll go back to construction, fence, because you got to have the whole area secure. And we'll build this up to the top of the map. Like that. And then down on this side, we've used the building to maximize our security coverage. And we'll just run this all the way down to the bottom of the map, which is going to cost a crap ton of money. But whatever. Okay. All right. There's that. So, our little airport is starting to come together. Wall here, here. We know we're going to have security exits for the ops. Why would security exits not be under ops? Huh. That's odd. You got everything else. No. Yeah, metal detector's there. ID check stands there. Oh, there they are. Oh, my bad. Check glasses. Just put those right there. Okay, now, while we're here, couple of bag scanners, couple of Ds, a couple of Dems, like that and that. Okay. Back down here. Gerfer von Bob. It's at the bottom. Thank you. Good to see you again. Yep, I got it. Mob. We're going to run this wall to here. Which means this project we can click and cancel that project. Okay? Okay, so we got the foundation built over here around the secure restrooms. So we start building them out. Oh, we built extra frickin' crap here. Oops. That's okay. We'll just leave that and we built the, damn it. I didn't mean to build that space out. Damn it, Davis. All right. Well, we'll just have that as big empty space for now. We'll put some vending machines and whatever over in there. All right, restrooms. Because we like to do restrooms. Okay, so objects. Comfort, I would think. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toilet stalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, in the men's room, we'll do 1, 2, 3. And we'll do urinals. 1, 2, 3. And the garbage bin. And then we just need a door. Cool. Okay, we were going to put a coffee kiosk in here, but it will not go active until we hire somebody for it. So put that there. We've got security in place. These walls still have to be built. That wall is irrelevant. This wall is in the way. Let's dismantle this wall. Dismantle this wall. Go back to objects, comfort, sink. Boom, boom. Oh, we don't have that built in yet. That's going to be built. And we're not going to do urinals over here. It's just going to be toilet seats. Actually, we'll do 2 toilets and 1 room. Okay, cool. Alright, and we got our offices building in up here. So we need some walls around to divide those. So we get our officers in place. And start doing our research stuff. Those doors, and then we need the staff-only door. There. And then we go back to construction. We dismantle this wall, and we still got a couple more walls to build. Okay, we got some sliding doors to put in over here. A1 and A2. Okay, it takes care of that. Gate agent desks. One here, one here. Not going to put queue lines with them. Figured that deal out. That's left, that's up. Up. Okay. I'm going to start putting in some queue lines. There's our first class queue and flight crew. So first class and flight crew. Okay, so it requires a security zone. Well, of course it does. Uh-oh. Did we just drop? Drop for a few seconds there. Sorry about that. There's our security zone. Hooray. Okay, so that's happy. All right. Now, while we're here, zone that for female restroom. Doesn't have a door. That's fine. Zone this for female restroom. That'll be good. Male restroom over here. And over here. And then we need to put in a couple of doors, a couple more pieces, and those will be all set. Boom, boom. And we need another sink there. And another toilet stall there. And then we're going to put a garbage can outside, except that blocks that pathway. That's stupid. Must be in a functional ticketing area. Well, of course. Naturally. Just make all this ticketing. Okay. These don't have to be in a ticketing area. In fact, they can be outside. Okay. Have we built anything in a while? No? Good. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get deliveries. We're going to get rid of this zone. And we're going to move it to over here. So now all those guys come out. Oh, and then we want storage. Storage will be, well, let's put it right there. Okay. Okay, cool. Coming together here rather nicely, I think. All right. What else do we need? We'll need to equip out the offices, which we can do here. Let me pause here for a second. Where are we on? Like day 3? Yeah, okay. Office, desk, rotate, put it there, 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 there. And office chair, there, 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 there. Okay. Whoops. Where the hell did you... I right-clicked on that. Okay, that'll get those built. Planning tool, we can kind of start clearing stuff out. Okay, so we got bag claim taken care of. Everything through here is pretty well built out the way it's planned, except for the ticketing queue lines. And I think we're gonna shift this over. So we're gonna make this a double aisle right here in front of the bathrooms. I don't want people lined up right in front of the bathrooms. Now that I think about it. So you don't want people making a stink of it. You're a funny guy. All right, so we're gonna do here. And what I'm doing here is what I was telling you about over there, which is creating a gap here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to drop in one of these big-ass flight info displays, face it up that way, and then we'll put a couple plants on either side of it. Boom and boom. So down here, we're going to put in the smaller traditional style flight displays in those gaps, all right? And then we'll eventually build one more, you know, we add this desk in, we'll build another queue line and assign it to these 2 desks. So that'll do for now. So ticketing looks good to go. So let's clear that planning out. Clear this down here as well. Female restroom's done. That space is covered. Security is covered. That's covered there. That's covered there. This wall is built. That's done. All this up here is done. Clear that out. Good. Got all the flight ops related stuff covered. Boom. And oh wait, we don't totally want to take this out yet. Let's clear this out. Clear this to here. And we're just going to indicate we're going to save that space for later, because we're looking to put in the arcade in there. Okay, so now assign to that gate and then assign to that gate. Those are assigned. They're in secure areas. We got, all right, we got good indications here, so our security is good. We can take out the planning over here, and we'll just keep that planning in up there. Got this gap here. I guess we could just build a wall to block that off. Okay, cool. We need to set up a zone for baggage claim. And for now, they're just going to use the golf carts and dump that crap off, and people can deal with it. A few more objects. We're going to need some chairs and some valid path to pickups. Oh, well, I don't have a pickup zone yet. Well, pfft. Put the pickup zone down here. Do that there. Drop-off zone. Okay. Cool. All right, drop-offs, pickups, bag claim, ticketing, security, restrooms. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone's happy. We just had a brief little drop. Got 600 subscribers down. Nice. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, we want to get to 1,000, so how much is this going to cost? We're going to put a little bit of window action in here because it helps the environmental score. Now, we can go down to ramp and put this in because it makes it look better. Boom, boom, and boom. And that doesn't cost any money. Okay, aside from a few benches for the beaches, and oh, we can clear out that planning here. Objects, we need a couple more things. ATM machine, we need 2 of those. Right there. We're going to put that right here. I may build that wall in after. That's going to cost a bunch of money, I think. Let's see how much, $150. I got so much more space across here, it really probably wouldn't hassle anyone. But, you know what? It bothers me. It vexes me. I'm vexed. Okay, so let's go back to garbage bin. We like garbage bins. That's right side, that's down. Okay, put one there, and we may need one on that side. So ATM, drink machine, yeah, 4, boom. We'll put a couple of those there. One here. Put one by the door. Throw a couple of plants around it. Ah, we can put one over here now. That was what I wanted to do. We don't want to get too crazy with plants because plants are $500. That's expensive. And we're on a kind of tight budget at this point. Okay, so basically what we need is drink vending there, food vending. Oh damn, that's $3,500. Ouch. All right. Oops. Okay. Cancel project. Cancel project. We'll wait till those get delivered. I forgot the order. I was going to put them in. I had an order. I have a plan there, and then electronics vending. How much is people? How much are you guys finding that these need to be set up price wise? Damn, it's 6. Seriously? Oh, 3,500. I need a couple garbage cans over here. And we'll put a couple of plants here too. So this is a very pleasant area. Okay. Benches. All right, we want to keep that space clear, so we're going to put the benches kind of in this area out here. think. One. Oh, we're getting tight on cash. Uh-oh. All right, and over here, let's see. I'm gonna use the planning tool. I know it seems stupid, but there's a rhyme to the reason. All right, so one. Beauty. That works. And we'll put a couple of benches outside the restrooms, because who doesn't want to sit around stinky stuff? Right? I mean, hey, if you're waiting on a loved one, they're in there, doing their business, it might take them a bit, right? It's the airport. All right, so we'll put a couple of these here. And we'll put say one of these. Oh, you know what? We can do a 3-3. Is that, wait, am I facing the right direction? Right, down, up. 3, 3. Put a garbage can out by this one. And a plant. Put a couple plants here. Okay, I think for now this will work. So let's get our people working here. Now we can start working on our office stuff. Of course, oh, they gotta build that stuff first. All right, see now the deliveries are going where the deliveries are supposed to go. That's a beautiful thing. Sweet, I like it. Let's go back into planning and get rid of this here, and then we can get rid of this here. Cool. It's kind of like me working my job. We lay everything out and then we build it or install it. Now, we're pretty good time-wise. What's the flashy flash for? You're missing some staff to complete the jobs you have scheduled. Staff times 5. Oh, well, duh. Pardon me. So we need 5 staff. Yeah, but we don't want to hire them until the last minute. What we can start looking at is our flight stuff. Oh, you know what? It's going to cost some money, but we're going to have to do it. Upgrade lights. Oh, shit. Really? $25,000. And that's another $20,000. We need to spend that money, though. So we're going to go in the hole because we're in sandbox mode, so screw it. So we're going to build that, and we're going to upgrade with an ILS. We're going to put it right in the middle of the field, and we're going to put it a little away from the runway so planes don't clip through. Okay, now, because now we can schedule night flights. The night flight, baby. Do-do-do, she says. Do-do-do. Now, look here, this flight display, and he's down here. Now watch when I do this. Hold, please. Let me see you. Stand by one moment, please. Hello? Hi? Hi? Oh, good. Oh, sweet. Nice. Okay. All right. Good. What? $57? You couldn't do like Friday delivery for 30? Why couldn't you send it to where he was going? Okay. Yeah, you send it to like a hotel or whatever. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm live streaming right now, so can I chat with you later? Bye. Okay, sorry about that. And I see the stupid thing is just pinging up and down. I get up to 8,000, now I drop to 3,000. Okay. All right. We got everything built. Okay, we're still good. All right, now what we want to do here is create an office space. Oh, you know what? We're going to wait. We're going to wait till after midnight before we hire anybody. And then because your administrative types, you get hit for every hour. You get hit with their salary, so it sucks. Otherwise, I think we have a pretty good looking little airport here. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything like that? Looking good? What do you think? You guys like it? Let's go see what flights we have available. Now, first we're going to do is go up here and click small. All right, gate 1, A1 and A2, small gates. This will only pull small aircraft, which is up to Airbus A320s. All right, now here's another new thing. Your schedule edit mode. Oh, standby gates. We don't have that researched yet. Is now broken down. You can go into 10-minute, 5-minute, and 1-minute increments, which is kind of nice. Because that other game had it in 5-minute increments from the get-go. But here now you don't have to do it every 15 minutes, so your quarter hours. You can break it down 10 and 5. I think 10 minutes is good enough. I mean, I'm still going to stick with the simple half-hour stuff, but it does give you a little more flexibility. So, all right, let's see who will give us flights. Aero Time has a morning 737. We'll be happy to accept that. We'll stand by on those E195s. Pacific has an AM 7 or A320. So it'll take that, and that's going to be all you get. Here's an Ford Air 7.3. We'll take that. Wait, where? What'd they do? Just drop off the list? Okay. All right, I guess. Union Air has, no, we don't want that. Starflight 7.3, accept. Aerostar 7.3, accept. E195s will sit on for a minute. Atlantic International A320, accept. E195 will sit on. All right, these guys will have beaches and DBQs. We are not bringing any Beech 1900s on that, and I really don't want Dash 8s either. Okay, so we have some flights to assign here. Let's do aero time on gate 1 at 0600. Bing bong. We'll drop it down to 90 minutes. Turn time. We'll just run with one gate initially, I guess. Aerostar will go noon. Ford Air will go at 2 p.m. Nope. Atlantic International at 6. Starflight at 8. Oh, you know what it is? Part of it, we can't get above 10 flights right now because we don't have a control tower. So we're going to try to make some money up to 10 flights. Now, so we've got 6. So here's the rub. Do we sit on 6 or do we pick up a few more like E195s? We don't want them because we want bigger planes, but initially I guess we're not going to make any money anyway. So do we have a morning? Yeah, no, that's a CRJ. CRJ is only 75 packs. Yeah, CRJ is 75. E195 is 90 packs. Okay. Whereas the 7.3 is 140, and then the A320 is 150. Of course, it depends on the model. It'd be great if they had different models. Not like you'd have to change this a whole lot, but 737, 73 800s, 900s. Just don't want any maxes on here. We don't want anybody crashing. Okay, Aerostar gives us an afternoon E195. Wait, back up to the top. Aerotime has an afternoon E195. We'll take that for now. And we will... okay, and then what we need is another morning Except we're not going to get another morning. That's a CRJ, isn't it? Oh, we're going to sit on it. We're going to wait for day 2. And really, I don't want to run my staff any later than this right now, so I think this is what we're going to do. So, okay, so let me show you this staff deal, how this works. Okay, so now we're going to need to hire people. And what we'll do is the schedule. So now I click on that, see now the numbers at the various places. All right, so this is for, see it says assigned a maximum 1. Okay, so now if I select the overnight shift, we know we're not going to have anybody. So I hover over the box there, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm right clicking to change these numbers. Okay, all right, so all right, so there's 0 people assigned overnights. Now daytime, we want 1 person on every station, right? And then swing shift, we want 1 person on each station. Now that's 2 people for every station effectively. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually not have anyone here for now, and we're only going to run swing shift